Hey there. Hey, hi, hello. Welcome back to my channel for another Makeup Monday. I'm going to start naming all of my videos. So this one is going to be me using my old makeup. Shop my stash. YouTube made me buy it. OG makeup products. Actually, I seen Sabrina do this. If you don't know her, I'll link her down below. She's a very popular YouTuber. And I thought it would be fun because almost all of my collection has been influenced from YouTube. I've been watching YouTube for over 11 years now, 12 years. Ever since me and my husband started dating, it was my form of entertainment when we moved in together. So most of what I have purchased has been influenced by YouTube. So I thought this would be fun, and one of my goals for the new year is to use up products that I have, or not use up, but just use them more often. And I thought this was a great way to do that. And there's some that I really just need to pull back out because why did I ever put them away? So if that seems interesting to you, please just keep on watching. And if you like it while you're watching, give it a thumbs up. Okay, so old school makeup. Again, this is everything that I was influenced by from other YouTubers, influencers. I'm just going to share with you some of those old products. And this is kind of going to fall in line with my goals for this year. I really want to use what I have and maybe not buy as much. I'm not going to not buy because I just love makeup. It makes me happy. But maybe not buy as much and try to get more use out of what I already have. You know? I've got plenty. I've got plenty to go around. So let's just get started. So the first thing that is old school is the Benefit Professional. This is just a little sample, and this is newer. It's not ancient or anything. But when this came out, it was all of the rage. It was all over YouTube. Everyone was using it, saying what an amazing pore filler it was and everything like that. And I mean, it's okay. I don't think it's worth the price tag, and plus there are so many drugstore variations of it now. The Revlon was a really good one, but it's been discontinued. But it's just kind of a silicone-y primer, yeah. It's almost likened to the putty primers that are so popular, just in a squeeze tube. It has that thicker consistency. When it blends out, it's more of a velvety feel. Then for foundation today, this one again, everyone loved it. It was a big recommendation or push from Candy Johnson. I'm not even sure if she still makes YouTube videos anymore, but I loved her. She was always so happy and perky. But this is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. This is one of my most used foundations. You can't see it right now because I've been moving this box around, but I'm probably about half out of this, which is a lot for me. Again, like I've said 1,000 times, I have more foundation. I have more makeup than any person needs. But this one, if I remember, because it has been a minute since I've used it, I can get a medium, light to medium coverage out of it. I think a lot of people used to tout it as full coverage. But I don't perceive it as being full coverage. So yeah, I'm just going to put this on and we'll see what we get. So there that is. Nice. You know, it's nice. It's a thinner formula. It doesn't beat my current favorite, which is again the Maybelline Dream Radiant Foundation. And I wouldn't run back out and purchase it today, but at the time I really loved it. And I mean, it still works just as good. I mean, since I'm not using it, I may find someone to pass it on to, because it's a good foundation to just be collecting dust. So yeah, Clinique Beyond Perfecting, and this is the shade 0.5 Breeze. And then for concealer, but a Goldie has always been the Maybelline Fit Me. It's a drugstore. I think it's $5, $6. It is, and it was and is a favorite. I mean, if you have not tried this, give it a go. A lot of people used to compare it to the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I never tried that one because everyone compared this to it, and I thought, well, I don't need to spend $30 when I can just spend $5. This, I don't think this is not full coverage, but it does give some coverage. This is one of the only concealers, maybe not the only, but one of the few that I actually had used up and repurchased. No, it's not the only, because the other one is the, I should have used it. Definitely an oldie but a goldie is the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. I have used that up and repurchased, and I've used this one up and repurchased along with the Fit Me foundation when it was first released. That was when me and my husband first started dating, so 12 years ago. It was the only foundation I used at the time, and I used the entire bottle and repurchased, and it's still a good one. I think I have on hand, I have the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and the Maybelline Fit Me Matte. There you go. Very nice. Covered up my circles, and it doesn't settle into fine lines. It doesn't set. It's not like Elf Camo Concealer or a Tarte Shape Tape. It doesn't really set on its own, and if you have lines under your eyes, it will work its way into them, but you can just wipe that out or try to set it. Now, let me find the brush. So this next one to set, I don't really set anymore. I use my the concealer that I currently use sets itself. I don't need to powder. I don't really use powder on my foundation at all, but back in the day, everyone baked and applied powder. I'm not going to bake today because my eyes are too crusty for that, but I need to show you. What I am using is the Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Setting Powder. All the rage. And obviously I just have a sample size because, again, not my budget. And for as much as I use powder, unnecessary. Set. It looks fine. I mean, it's powder to me. Time has passed and there's a lot of dupes or alternates, rather. I'd say alternates other than this powder. It's fine. Meh. Oh, I forgot to do this one. This one was hugely influenced by Emily Noel, but this is repackaged. It's the Benefit Boing, but it was the Benefit Erase Paste for dark circles. Everybody loved it, and I finally got my hands on it. It was okay, but it was really thick and almost greasy feeling, so not my favorite, but you live and you learn. Next, YouTube made me buy a purchase is this Smashbox Contour. This one that I have was in a holiday set, but it's the same as the original. It's the Smashbox Step by Step Contour Palette. Bailey Sarian used this all the time, the actual one, and so when it came in this holiday set, I was like, I have to have it, I have to have it. It's been one of the most used products in my collection. I'm just going to go in with the contour first. Bronzer. And then there is a matte like highlight setting powder in there. I'm not going to use that one. I have another highlighter to use. For the highlighter, I'm going to share a few with you. I'm obviously only going to use one, but again, this was just fun looking back. So the first one is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. This was Champagne Pop, Jacqueline's collab. It was, oh my god, all of the rage. All of the highlighters from her were pretty popular, but you know, this one was, it made a mark on its own. And Becca just went out of business this past year, so it's kind of sad. And then Casey Holmes did a collab with Smashbox, and this is the Pearl palette. I think she had 2 palettes, and they kind of build in intensity. I love that first shade, always have. Really happy that I purchased that, and I still love Casey. I still watch her. And then the Physicians Formula Natural Nude Shimmer Brick was everyone's like drugstore highlight favorite, and that's the one I'm going to use today. Now it is a little bit too dark, so I have to like just stick to this top corner here, but it works. And it is, I mean, it doesn't look like much in the pan, but it is beaming. It's really pretty though. It's eating good. My card was full on my big camera, so I had to switch back to my phone. It's been a hassle with that big camera, so phone it is for now. So anyways, as I was saying, you can still get this at the drugstore. It's very similar to the Essence Pure Nude highlighter in that it's more reflective than shimmery metallic. So really nice. Really nice. Look at that. It's just so pretty. I'm gonna have to pull this back out. Blush. These Clinique, this is it was in a set, so it's in a different packaging, but the Clinique Cheek Pops, the one with the flowers in them, they're like a baked gelée, were oh so popular. So popular. So couldn't tell you a specific YouTuber that influenced me, because they were everywhere when they come out. They're just super pretty, glowy, not too powdery, really nice. And that's a fun little color, just a natural kind of color. And I guess we will move on to the eyes. I have 3 products to share with you today, and they're not necessarily the most exciting, but they were so like touted and like pushed, I guess. The first one is these Revlon Color Stay Cream Eyeshadows. Shadows, the ones in these little pots that have the little applicator in the top of the lid. These are still quite popular today. They were always like referred to as MAC paint pot dupes, which I've never purchased a MAC paint pot, so I'm not saying they're dupes or anything like that, but that's one of the reasons why I bought them. And the colors that I have are 810 Cognac and this one, which is 705. So I'm going to start out with the bold one, and I'm going to use the little applicator to apply it, and then I'm going to buff it out with a brush. These are very creamy, and they're kind of they are long lasting. Like these set and they're not going anywhere, and like I said, you can still purchase these. So one that lasted, one that withstood the test of time, I guess, because there's not many things you can even buy anymore. So there's the first shade. Now I'm going to do this one, which nope, this one, which again is 705, but it doesn't have a name, and I couldn't remember what it was to tell you. So I'm just gonna pop this on the inner part of my lid, and I'll be right back. There's that one, just in the inner corner, really pretty. Not too much, just kind of almost a pearly finish. And then this next one, this isn't the only one of these I have several of these, and I'm fairly certain you can still get these. Again, they were very touted and popular. It's the L'Oreal Infallible single eyeshadows. This one in particular, I remember being everywhere. I want to say Jaclyn Hill again influenced me on this one. I think it, like, maybe again it was touted as a MAC dupe. She worked for MAC, so a lot of things were MAC alternatives. So I'm just gonna, this is a little bit warmer than that bottom shade after it blended out, but I'm just gonna put this on the lid. And this, yeah, I remember this was when rose gold was just booming everywhere. Everything was rose gold, rose gold. And this is definitely a rose gold shade. Still pretty though. Again, I need to pull these babies back out. Really pretty. Really pretty. All those are really pretty. Super pleased with that. Just gonna pop some of this contour on the lower lash line to finish the eyes. And for brows, Anastasia Brow Wiz was again all of the rage, and I don't currently have a full size one, but I do have this little mini one that came in a Sephora set, and everyone used these, but now there are so many skinny brow pencils. One of my favorites is actually from Shop Miss A, and it's a micro brow pencil. Looks just like this, but it's $1. I think these are full size $18. And then to go with that is the Benefit Gimme Brow. I have that somewhere. I can't find it. So I'm going to use in its place the Essence Make Me Brow, which again, alternative to that. And $4 for this versus the Benefit, which I want to say is 20 or more. Brows are on. Okay, and then last for the lips, I have two. No, I gotta do my mascara. Okay, and then for mascara, again, I'm pretty sure this was Jaclyn Hill and a few other influencers who I cannot think of right now. But it's the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash. Now this was mostly raved about for lower lash line because it doesn't transfer. Today I'm going to use it on both, and it works fine. It's just pretty basic, really. Pretty basic wand. So yeah, I'm just going to use this, but I remember so many people talking about it for their lower lashes. It's the only thing I brought in here, so that's why I'm putting it on the top. Again, it was purchased because people were raving about it for the lower lash line. Again, because it doesn't transfer, got the skinny one. It does nothing for your top lashes, so it is like a purpose mascara. To finish up the lips, I have two. Now this is when, back in the day, you know, liquid lips were all of the rage. The matte liquid lips started out with Gerard Cosmetics. I tried to think of that the other day and I could not remember the name. Gerard Cosmetics, Too Faced Melt to Matte, Kat Von D, when it was her brand. The Kat Von D liquid lips were all that anyone was wearing. Now we want comfortable lips, but back then they were dry and, you know, not the best, but we all loved it. And so today I'm going to use this brown one, Crucifix. I'm going to put this on because again I've been into the brown lips lately, but yeah, the liquid lips back in the day, it's all anyone ever talked about. It's all anyone wanted to buy. And this is like the old formula where it's very liquidy. Like the Maybelline Superstay Matte Inks. Those ones, amazing. Super comfortable. They don't crack. They don't come off. Like when you eat with these ones, you know, the oil will break them down. Not those ones. Those ones are stuck. You have to want to remove them. I should have definitely brought a live lip liner, but there are the lips. There's the final old school makeup look. Not really the look, but using old makeup products. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was fun. I hope you go back in your collection and pull out some goodies. And I'll see you in my next video. Oh, be sure to give this one a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and subscribe. Bye.